Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Sabur, and in today's video we'll be reacting to Mark Wayne. He's going to be making some Indonesian street food, so stay tuned. We're going to get started with that video in just a couple minutes. For those of you who happen to come across this channel for the first time, welcome to my channel. I upload videos daily, so please consider subscribing to the channel and turning notification on so you're notified when I upload a new video. Stay tuned guys, we'll be right back with a video. Welcome back guys, we're going to get started with the video, and at the end of the video I'll be sharing with you my observation and reaction, so please make sure you stay until the end. Now let's get started.
Hey everyone, hope you're having an amazing day. Today we're gonna make an Indonesian street food style nasi goreng petai, which is fried rice, Indonesian style fried rice with stink beans, one of my favorites. For mine, I'm gonna make it a bit spicier. Sambal goes in, rice goes in. Let's catch up manis. Let's dish it out. This smells and looks delicious. Hey everyone, it's Mark Wiens. Welcome to Street Food at Home. We love to travel, but we can't always travel, so I'm taking you to the street food cart at home, and we are gonna cook some of our favorite, my favorite street food recipes. Today, Indonesian style fried rice with stinky beans, nasi goreng petai, straight from the streets of Jakarta. Nasi goreng, which means fried rice, is one of the most popular of all street foods in Indonesia. It's easy, it's fast, it tastes delicious, it's enjoyed by millions every day. It was back in 2016, Ying and I spent, my wife and I spent 3 weeks in Jakarta, and we're staying at an apartment rental. And definitely the highlight though is the view, impressive view of Jakarta. You gotta come check this out. Jakarta is gigantic. Just look at this view from the 21st floor. And over on this side, over here, you can kind of see in the haze and in the middle of the buildings, somewhere right there. There we go. That is the national monument. This is when I really fell in love with Indonesian food, the people, the amazing culture. I love Indonesia. On certain days when I just didn't know what to eat, I would just walk down from our condo that we were renting, and there was a man with a stall, I still exactly remember, with that wooden case on his food cart, who sold nasi goreng, fried rice. And they typically sell many different variations of nasi goreng. You can get it with chicken, you can get it with a host of other ingredients that you like of your choosing. But my favorite version was nasi goreng petai, because stink beans are one of my favorite foods. They're natural vitamins. I love everything about them, from the flavor to the crunch to the aroma. Fried rice is something that I've loved my entire life, like one of my ultimate comfort foods. And then petai, stink beans, something I discovered when I first came to Asia, Southeast Asia, and just, yeah, it's safe to say I had an addiction already to petai. So mixing the two, that was love at first sight and taste. Gotta look at these stink beans. They're nice and big, and they look wonderfully crisp. Oh, that is a wonderful plate of fried rice. Oh, it's hot and fresh and very tasty. To get started with this authentic Indonesian street food style recipe, we have to first prepare a few side dishes, a few condiments to go with the nasi goreng, to go with the fried rice, before we actually fry the rice. We're gonna quickly prepare an achar, which is a very simple pickle using cucumbers, a carrot, and some chilies. Spears, kind of coarsely chop it. Stick this into a bowl. And I think we don't actually need a whole carrot, just half of this carrot. Carrot goes in. And then for the achar, we need this type of chili, which is a bird's eye chili. We'll use all of these. Pull off the stems, chilies, put them in. Now we're gonna add on the dressing for this pickle. So sugar first, and usually it's a bit on the sweet side. vinegar. And this is just normal table white vinegar and a bit of salt. Okay, and now let's stir this up. Even though it doesn't look like that much liquid right now, as it sits for a little while, the water is going to come out of the cucumber. It's going to settle, and then you're going to have a nice pickle garnish for the nasi goreng. For the amount of cucumbers we have, actually, it wasn't nearly enough chilies, so add some more chilies. Okay, that's looking a bit better. That ratio was not good. Next condiment, and this is not an absolute must, but I think it takes it to the next level with the fragrance. Shallots, crispy shallots. Some of these beautiful shallots. And this kind of takes a long time and is quite a tedious process to peel all the shallots, but that's okay. It's gonna be worth it. In Jakarta, in Indonesia, shallots are sprinkled on a lot of dishes. And I remember for nasi goreng, they kind of, like at the end, you kind of sprinkle on a handful of crispy shallots and it just kind of, yeah, gives you that edge of fragrance. So good. I'm breaking a sweat. That's like only one bowl of shallots. And that took like 30 minutes. So the trick for making crispy shallots is you add salt, sprinkle salt, and then you start to massage the shallots because we want to release the moisture. That way they fry crispy. If you leave too much moisture in them, they won't be crispy. So keep on moving it, keep on massaging it, and soon you'll see how much liquid is going to come out of them. Getting kind of translucent. Okay, at this stage, take a little bit into your fist, just squeeze it. Look at all that liquid running through. Squeeze it out, all that juice, and into another bowl. There we go. Oh, this is like a gym workout too. I'm getting the full workout already, and we haven't even started frying the nasi goreng left with on the bottom. Oil. Put the oil in. We have quite a lot, so maybe half first. Be very careful. Oh, that smells incredible immediately. And you gotta be very careful that you don't burn these. I think it's safe to say that deep frying shallots is one of the most fragrant things on earth. It will make anybody hungry, and the whole neighborhood hungry too. They're coming soon, and there's like a very fine line of when they start turning golden brown and when they burn. So you wanna, at this stage, you wanna be very careful. That's good, right? I think that's good. Oh, yeah, take those out. Here's our first batch. Let them drain, let the oil drain out. You can then put them out onto a paper towel. Let them rest. We don't want to cover them up yet because that would make them lose their crispiness. I gotta taste it. Oh, oh, they're so good. Okay, we're good to go. Okay, coming along, next batch. Don't waste any time when they start turning golden. We still have one more seasoning topping that we're gonna add to this nasi goreng that we need to prepare before we start. Prawn crackers. This one is actually from Vietnam. In Indonesian street food, prawn crackers are very, very common, but usually, I believe, if I remember correctly, they're made from melinjo, which is this amazing plant that it's found in southern Thailand as well. I'm not sure if these are actually melinjo, so they might not be the actual 100% real deal, but I think it's gonna work fine, and it will be fine. And these are prawn crackers. Whoa, that's amazing. It's like growing an instant garden. I think I overdid it. But that was pretty fun anyways. And we'll let these drain. They're so light and airy. The achar, the crispy shallots, and the prawn crackers are ready. Now we're really ready to start on this Indonesian street food nasi goreng recipe. You could, again, use many different things, a multitude of different ingredients. You can make chicken, fried rice, you can make whatever you want, vegetable, but we're gonna do double egg pad thai. We're gonna start with chilies. And these chilies are pretty spicy. This is one of my favorite chilies. They're so fragrant, they're so aromatic, and they are spicy. In Indonesia, one of my favorite terms was super pedas, extra spicy, super spicy. But you can order how you like. If you like it less spicy, that's the beauty. Back to the shallots. And then garlic. We'll just use like 2 or 3 cloves. Now these are the ingredients that we're gonna use for the sambal for 1 plate of nasi goreng. 1 shallot should be good. And we don't need to chop those up because we're gonna pound them, grind them. Just a bit of salt. And in Indonesia, typically the mortar and pestle, it's more of like it's flatter, like a flatter round mortar, and you kind of really like grind it like this style. But this, it does the same thing. All those oils are gonna come out from the shallots, from the garlic, and from the chilies. Okay, I think we're good on the sambal. Clean this up. Oh, that's a lot of flavor. And we'll just leave this here for now. Okay, and one more thing we're gonna do is since this is gonna be a 2-egg nasi goreng, we're gonna have 1 egg that's fried within the nasi goreng, within the rice, and then 1 egg that's fried on top. So we're gonna fry the egg for the top first and then set it aside. And just like in Thailand, just like in Indonesia, it's more of almost like a deep fried egg, and they keep splashing oil onto it to cook it from the top. That is perfect street food style fried egg. You can flip it over. Oh, it just floats. And actually, one of the street food stalls that I went to in Jakarta, he would actually break the yolk and then fry it. I don't think I'm gonna break the yolk, but I will cook it. Like most of the time, yeah, they served it with the yolk cooked through. That egg is good. Maybe we'll do 1 more egg while we're at it. Egg while we have the oil going. Look at that bubble. Let's get the stink beans, the pad thai. During season in Thailand or in any country, I try to eat every single day. I love pad thai, also called pate. The easiest thing to do is to take your finger on the backside and then poke your knife, slice your knife through, kind of like that. And then I'll show you how they open. Starting from the bottom, you can peel out the green little almond-sized beans. And they also have this white skin on them too. And there you go. You can eat them cooked, you can eat them in different types of sambal, you can eat them fried. I even love them raw. Just make sure they don't have any worms in them before you eat them raw. Mmm. Oh, the green crunch, the flavor. Oh, I don't mind having stink bean breath all day long. Superfood. They're also sometimes called bitter bean because it has a bit of a bitter taste. Beautiful. We are good to go. Let's start frying. We are good to go. A bit of oil, and actually you need quite a lot of oil because we're gonna fry off that sambal. Okay. And that's exactly what you want, is that kind of like quite oily so that it fries. Oh, that's so fragrant with the chilies, with the garlic. Once it starts to get fragrant and start to turn a little bit brown, now we'll add in the handful of stink beans. And let that soak up, let that fry just for a little bit. Oh man, that smells so good. Okay, now we'll crack in the egg. We'll drop that onto the side. At the street food stall, some of them really whipped up the egg to make it like a scrambled egg, but I think you can kind of whip it up in the wok as well. And you want to keep it kind of separate so it kind of just quickly gets charred on that edge. Oh yeah, this is smelling really good. And then after you got a little bit of edge on that egg, then you can fold in that sambal, the pad thai. Oh, that smells delicious. I meant to actually grab the rice, prepare the rice before we got started, but this will be okay. And we have the rice here. I'll get 1 plate. Rice goes in. and really stir this up. Oh yeah, this is reminding me of the streets of Jakarta. You don't really need to be on a really high heat for this. It's not like a really smoky flavor that you're looking for, but just a low, steady heat is good. One more thing about the rice is that I actually cooked this rice. This is leftover rice from yesterday, and that works so much better for fried rice because then it fries much better. It's not so sticky. Next up, essential ingredient is ketchup manis, which is sweet soy sauce, and you need quite a lot. Okay, that should be good. Maybe a bit more, actually. All right, also gonna add in a touch of pepper. That's stirring. You can immediately smell that caramelized aroma of the ketchup manis. You want to make sure every individual grain is covered. Every individual grain has that golden brown color to it. That's one of the signatures of nasi goreng. And finally, I'll just toss in just a squirt of regular soy sauce. Okay, and I think we are good. One more seasoning ingredient that I think I'll skip since I'm just making this at home is the MSG. Usually a little spoonful of the MSG goes in. I think we are good to go. Turn off the fire. Let's dish it out. Although, ironic enough, this plate that I'm using is an Ajinomoto plate. Thailand. Beautiful, that color, that aroma. Garnish with a few slices of cucumber and tomato is what they did on the streets in Indonesia. Just a couple slices. We'll put this right down on the side here. Tomato. Put it on the side. Man, I have so much respect for the cooks, street food cooks around the world, and just their innovation, things where they are, sometimes it's hard to manage, but they're so good at it in such tight spaces. Actually, you know what? I think we can just keep this on the side and you can add on your own. I think in Indonesia, sometimes they just have it on the table. Yeah, let's get the fried egg up on there. Maybe to the side here. And then a couple of the prawn crackers, and these are like kind of large size. Stick them on the side there. Perfect. Yeah. And one more thing, the fried crispy shallots, almost forgot. Just a little sprinkle on top. Okay, I think that's good. And there you have nasi goreng pad thai, Indonesian street food style fried rice with stink beans. This smells and looks delicious. I've got my first orders. I just gave that first plate of nasi goreng to my mother-in-law. And again, one of the beauties of street food is that it's made to order. You order it how you like. And so for the next nasi goreng, I'm gonna fry it for my 3-year-old son without sambal. Spicier. Got 20 chilies for this plate. Let's pound the sambal. Sambal goes in. Oh, well, that smells incredible. We'll add in the stink beans. Perfect, as soon as that gets caramelized. This time I got the rice on a plate. You should prepare that rice so it's easy just to, and I loved how they do it in Jakarta with just like a flick of the wrist into the wok. Pepper, and I love the street food style where they just kind of flick things. Regular soy sauce. And the sweet soy sauce. I hope I didn't add too much. No, that should be good. Oh, if you get those chili fumes, that's beautiful. I can't wait. I'm just gonna sit down right here, pull up a chair right at the street food cart to eat. I remember in Jakarta, throughout Indonesia, just pulling up a chair on the side of the road next to the cart, enjoying the atmosphere, the smiles, the friendliness of the people, and eating delicious nasi goreng, pad thai, and other delicious Indonesian food dishes. Love it. Oh yeah, that's delicious. What really makes nasi goreng for me, number one is the sambal. Freshly pounded, fried off, it's so fragrant. Number two is the kecap manis, the sweet soy sauce. It gives us this like almost sweet and salty caramelized smokiness. And as you can see now, it's been sitting there for a while. You can see a lot of liquid has come out of the cucumbers. We've got chilies in there, we've got the cucumbers. Pour some of this on top. Yeah, there we go. Oh yeah, that should be a spicy bite. Oh yeah, so crispy. Oh, and you can mix in some of that achar. Again, just emphasizing the fact that food brings you back. Food connects you with cultures. Food, just so much emotion, memory, love that's connected with food. I'm just drenched in sweat right now. My shirt is just dripping. My skin is sticky, so much respect to the street food cooks, all of the chefs who work so hard on the streets to serve fresh, delicious food. And so this is dedicated to the street food cooks and everyone in Indonesia. So that's gonna wrap it up for this Indonesian street food nasi goreng pad thai recipe. Terima kasih. Thank you very much for watching. I'll have the ingredients in the description box listed below so you can make this at home. And I want to say a big thank you for watching. There's going to be more street food at home recipes coming up. Remember to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and click the little bell icon for lots more videos. And I will see you on the next video. Thanks again for watching.
Wow, guys, that was pretty interesting. When the video started, he said he's going to be making fried rice pad thai. I thought fried rice like the fried rice dish, and pad thai like that Thai dish, right, which I think has noodles and stuff. So I was looking like, okay, how is he going to do that? And then he showed one of this unique bean, which is so big, it's like that long, and then he's cutting them. I think he said it's called pate or pad thai, the bean itself, and in English they call it stink bean. Kind of looks like edamame a little bit. They're like big pieces of beans, but it looks interesting. I like the one thing that he started with was called achar, which in Urdu or Hindi, I think they also refer to like a pickle. as achar, so that was pretty interesting, and I think that probably would have a lot of flavor because he put cucumbers, carrot, vinegar, salt, as well as sugar. So he let it sit, and that's going to develop a lot of flavors over time. And then he made the sambal, which you know, I love fried rice, and I've never made it the way he has done. So I think next time I'm going to try that. So basically what he did was, I think he put garlic, shallots, as well as chilies, and he mashed them together, and then with a little bit of oil he fried it. Then he put the rest of the ingredients, which was the stink bean or the pad thai, and then the egg, and then after that the rice. He mixed everything. One thing that I found pretty interesting was he said the sweet soy sauce, which I've never come across it. Usually I use soy sauce, but I guess that's just the regular one, which is a salty. So I need to find out the sweet one, because I think that's what's going to give it that next level of flavor. And then the next thing was the frying of the shallots, which he put on top of it, and I'm pretty sure that's going to give it more, develop more flavor and more characteristics, because now you got the egg, the beans, the fried onions, as well as the achar, and also all the chilies that he put. So it's a lot of different flavors. The sweet soy sauce look really, really delicious. Although I just had dinner, watching this, it actually made me hungry. So inshallah, one day I'm going to try to see if I can get all these ingredients. I'm going to try making it at home and try it out, and let you guys know how it is. So I really, really enjoyed it. It was cool. I think he said he's going to be putting the ingredients in the description too, so I'm going to try to get that from him, and we'll try it inshallah one day. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. If you did, please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you want to recommend for me to check out another video, please put in the comment section. As always, thank you very much guys for all your love and support. I hope you guys have yourself a wonderful day. Take care of yourself and your family, and inshallah I'll see you next video. Take care, and wassalam.